Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys. Just got through working a long ass shift. Like 14 and a half hours, but whatever, man. But nevertheless, I wanted to further run something by you guys. Because now a lot of this starting to add up, and when you put two and two together, now it's starting to equal 4. And this thing with Chris Rock and Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith, I think goes back all the way into the 90s. Because now footage is starting to pop up where Chris Rock was taking shots at Jada Pinkett back in like the late 90s when he had the Chris Rock show. Now, you know, I already exposed Chris Rock for being a minstrel. And I just want to say something. And shout out to the homie Torian Rain, who further exposed Chris Rock, who played the audio of Chris Rock basically humiliating himself, you know, and disrespecting himself and disrespecting black people by sitting up there letting Ricky Gervais and Louis C.K., those two pieces of shit, call him the N-word and didn't check them, where it took Jerry Steinfeld, who decided to be blacker than Chris Rock. Like I said, go watch that video and you tell me how can you sit up there and respect Chris Rock and defend him when that was just like the ultimate coon moment. Like I said, Chris Rock got all the smoke in the world for black people, but he sat up there and let those two motherfuckers disrespect him. But you know, at the end of the day, the sad part about it is it's still black people trying to defend him. Still trying to defend him and trying to make him out to be some victim when he really isn't. Okay? But nevertheless, I want to talk about something that I think nobody has talked about, but I'm going to put this out there because I think this might be the real reason or possible reason why Chris Rock seems to have it in for Jada Pinkett Smith, which Jada Pinkett Smith, her character is a totally different video, which, like I said, we gonna break that down. But what I think happened is, I think that Chris Rock, probably back in the day, he probably tried to shoot his shot at Jada Pinkett Smith. Or at the time, Jada Pinkett. And I think she shot him down. And Chris Rock seemed like one of those type of niggas that can't take rejection very well. And he seemed like one of them dudes that feel some type of way. And there's a lot of dudes and chicks that are like that. When somebody turn them down, they just can't handle it. They just don't like them from then on out. And they gonna always have something to say about them. And I think that's what happened. And don't be surprised if that comes out. That Chris Rock tried to shoot his shot at Jada Pinkett and she told him no. And then based off the way Jada Pinkett acts, even though now she trying to play this wholesome person, but then again, she really isn't. Really doesn't play a wholesome person. She tries to play that when she do that ridiculous talk show of hers. But at the end of the day, most people can see right through Jada. But she probably shot Chris Rock down, and she probably shot him down hard. Knowing her, that Baltimore probably came out because she just, in her eyes, nobody will ever compare to Tupac. And I saw a 2010 interview where she was talking about Tupac and she broke down in tears. She really, like I said, loved that dude. I don't know whether they did anything or not, and I think that's the problem with Will Smith. Will Smith was trying too hard to try to replace Tupac. But I think that's what happened. I think Chris Rock shot at Jada Pinkett. She shot him down, and I think he's been feeling some kind of way ever since. because it appears he's been taking shots at her since the 90s. So this runs deeper than just the Oscars. And I think more is going to come out sooner than later. That there is real beef between Jada Pinkett Smith, Will Smith, and Chris Rock. I think more is going to come out. So I'm just telling y'all to brace yourself. Don't be surprised. I really think that's what happened. Because Jada Pinkett, she just, back then, she looked like I know her type. She probably said something real crazy to Chris Rock that just probably pissed him off. And I have to say this. I done met them kind of women where I tried to speak to them and they just went out of their way to be rude and mean. To where you want to call them a name. Yeah, a woman, she don't have to talk to you if she don't want to. But at the same time, she don't have to be just like mean-spirited about it. But like I said, I believe Jada Pinkett said something crazy to him. And he probably, like I said, been pissed ever since, because videos of the 90s where he's taking shots at Jada Pinkett are starting to pop up. So now it's time to like do the detective work. And once again, this cuts a little deep than just the Oscar. It runs deeper than the Oscars. One of my subs said that this is deeper than Will Smith, and I think it is too. I really believe that he shot his shot and she turned him down and she probably dissed him. Now I'm talking about she dissed him probably hella hard. Because dudes act like that and react like that. Some dudes just, brush it off. And some dudes, it stay with them. You know what I'm saying? When you get turned down and somebody like, not only do they turn you down, but they insult you or make you feel some kind of way, hey, that stay with you. So that's why don't give me that shit about sticks and stones and all that shit. But names will never hurt you. Look, names, expressions, and disrespect will bother you. So like I said before, I'm just telling y'all to brace yourself that more is going to come out. Like I said, and shout out to Raw, because he put out one of the videos. And this was from the Chris Rock show. So like I said before, Chris Rock been talking shit about Jada Pinkett for over 20 years. It just didn't start with the Oscars. So like I said, I believe that it's deeper than the Oscars, and I believe more is going to come out. Anyway, stay tuned. This your boy Town Biz. Thank you for listening. I'm out.